prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Pulls it in. It's Green. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Looking for a crease. It's Hall. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Keep them pinned in their own end. Running inside, it's Johnson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Davidson. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Makes the catch. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And talking to the defensive coaches coming into this game, man, what do they talk about, guys? They talked about tackling. They've got to be good in space, not allow those little plays to turn into big ones. Early in this football game, they miss the mark. They don't tackle well. That's going to be a big thing to watch throughout this football game.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Moore. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
the air on second down. He's looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. On target over the middle. Lowers those pads. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Clemson. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll start the return inside his 5.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Levin. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the team.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at. Because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Levitt. That's caught. It's Harris. Could not make his way to the corner. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock is down to 4. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Brown.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Got a little grass. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Durham. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Ball's on the 15. They just need a yard on second down. The run inside. It's Berry. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball, though. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away.
Return goes out of bounds.
They'll start this drive from the 42. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Handoff, Durham running left.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the ground, it's Berry. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Could be an alley. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his big tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's Western Michigan coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
One of the things that makes this defense so hard to move the football against is their defensive line. That time, 4 guys on the field, and they're able to win. You saw that guy penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage. He gets the TFL. Big reason why they're winning today is the play of these guys up front.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Davidson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target.
Caught, and he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Davidson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He's looking to throw on third and short. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And personally, I love the 4-3 defense because that's what I played in college. And as a defensive lineman, you get to penetrate more and take more gaps and make plays. They've done a really good job stopping the run this game, and I'm not surprised it's out of that 4-3.
To the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4. Looking to get it in. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive. It starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Using the quick game. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job on the defense.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Brown. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff, Durham running left. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell, but good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Back to throw, it's Denson. Working that left side now.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium, and on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He makes a grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Under fire. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Clemson. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
LSU 28, Clemson 23.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Might as well stick with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, and third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Running inside, it's Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Denson. A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, they've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his two-point conversion attempt. The snap sets up to throw. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for two there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Right on target this time. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. He'll throw on third down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He wants to change this route. Here's a give to Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds space on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Pressure coming. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Under fire. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. To the defense, it was opportunistic. To the offense, was catastrophic. A blown opportunity to score and take the lead.
And, man, it's been a physical ball game, and I think you're starting to see the wear and tear on some of these ball carriers for this offense. They just don't seem like they've got the same ball security and the same desire to hold on and squeeze the football. I think at this point of the game, the defense better conditioned, and they just want it.